Alright, everybody should have their quiz in front of them. I'm going to do numbers 1 and 12 with you. So you should be writing these down as I do numbers 1 and 12. Alright, so what are we going to eliminate? The x's, okay? Are they the same sign or opposite sign? Opposite sign tells us to add, so we're going to add these together. So then my x's cancel. Negative 2 plus 8 is 6y. And negative 12 plus negative 24 is negative 36. Now what? So what does y equal?
24.
Negative 6. Because negative divided by positive. Alright, do you want to plug that into your top equation or bottom equation to solve for x? Okay, so I'm going to take this 6 and I'm going to put it into my top equation. So I get negative 4x minus 2 times negative 6 equals negative 12. A negative times a negative gives me a positive. 2 times 6 gives me 12. So I get negative 4x plus 12 equals negative 12. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. So I get negative 4x equals, what's negative 12 minus 12? Negative 24. What's my last step? Okay, so I'm going to divide by negative 4. So x equals six. Positive 6. Okay, so y would equal negative 6. X would equal positive 6. No, not always. That just happened at that time. When you're taking two negatives, it changes. If there were only one negative, then it would stay the same. Okay, here, I should give that to you. Hang on. Alright, so I did number 1. Last one I said I was going to do with you is number 12. If you didn't finish writing that down, I'll go back in a minute. Okay, so if we look at 12, 12 says negative 7x plus y equals negative 19, and negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 19. So do you guys want to get rid of the x's or the y's? Y's, okay, I've got 2 votes for y, so we're going to go with y. So if we need to get rid of our y's, then our y's have to be the same. So how do I make this a 3y? Times it by 3, because then that becomes a 3y. And then the bottom one by 1, because you multiply by the opposite. So this is a 1y, so we multiply the bottom by 1. This is a 3y, so we multiply the top by 3. Okay, so 3 times negative 7 gives me negative 21x. 3 times 1 gives me 3, so 3y. 3 times negative 19 gives me negative 57. Very good. Alright, so then we ignore that one. If I look at my second one, 1 times negative 2 gives me negative 2x. 1 times 3 gives me 3y. And 1 times negative 19 gives me negative 19. So that one stayed the same. So now we have our 2 new equations. So for our 2 new equations, if we're going to get rid of our y's, are our y's the same sign or the opposite sign? Same sign. So same sign we minus, we subtract. Okay, so same sign we subtract, so we're going to subtract these. So negative 21 minus a negative changes to a positive. So negative 21 plus 2x is negative 19x. Very good. My y's cancel. And then minus a negative, this also changes to a positive. So negative 57 plus 19. Negative 38. So negative 19, x equals negative 38. How do I finish solving for x? Divide by negative 19. So what does x equal? 2. Very good. So there's my first part. Do I plug that into my top equation or bottom equation to solve for y? Bottom, okay. So I'm going to plug it into my bottom. So I have a negative 2 times 2 plus 3y equals negative 19. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4, so negative 4 plus 3y equals negative 19. How do I get rid of the minus 4? Add 4. So 3y equals, what's negative 19 plus 4? Negative 15. Okay, so if I get 3y equals negative 15, how do I finish solving that for y? Divided by 3. Divide by 3, so y equals negative 5. Alright, so you should have got x equals 2 and y equals negative 5. Yeah, not moving it. Okay, so on your test today, your quiz today, there are 24 problems. You need to do half of them. So how many problems would you need to do? 12, and I've already done 2 of them for you, so how many do you have left to do? 10. So everybody has to do another 10 problems, meaning you have 12 total when you turn this in. They can be any 10 of your choice. So pick whichever 10 out of the remaining 22 that you want to do. But when you turn it in, you're going to have how many problems total? 12. Okay, perfect. So everybody knows exactly how many problems they're supposed to do. You can go ahead and get started on your quiz.